I actually was pretty seriously into my football when I was younger. My dad actually played a couple of games for Hawthorn. It was pretty much leading that way, playing at the local team here. And then my uncle moved down from Darwin. He used to race and come down to mum and dad's house one day and watched me riding around on my old little XR100 and thought we should try get him to come to a race. And I think my first ever race was a Victorian off-road championship race at Lancefield. And I can still remember it clear as day. I reckon it was -5 or something ridiculous like that. And yeah, went out there on the old little XR100 with bald tyres and went out racing, and I think I spent most of my time sliding on my face than I did on the bike, but I still had a ball. It was awesome fun. It was always just a good weekend going away racing with the family and also with the friends that we met there. And you know, we were always bashing around on push bikes when we weren't racing, and then as soon as it come to race time, we'd go out and bang bars. Went from the XR100 to an 85 and you know, I struggled getting onto a two-stroke for a couple of years there. It took me a little bit. Gradually just kept getting better and better on the bike and getting more ride time on the two-stroke, so I started feeling better, and then ended up getting on the YZ125 and loved that, and then it just kept snowballing from then on. I was 18 when I won my first Victorian off-road championship, and I'd done it from expert, so that was a big accomplishment for me. There's not many people that had done that, come from expert and won outright, so I couldn't have done it without all the help from Steve Cooper from Christensen's Motorcycles and also Chad's Off-Road. He helped me out a lot that year, and we got stuff dialed in and pretty much held her on from there. All I wanted to do was just go racing and win. I get it from my father. He's just one of them guys that hates losing, and I'm pretty much the same. I don't like losing. Whatever I could do to benefit myself on the bike and also fitness and everything like that, I did to try to move on. And then I think it was 2011 there, I kind of started doing it as a job. I got enough support from Yamaha that I could give away my job, which I was working with my dad building. 2012 there, my first year with Ballards, it was a bit scary actually rocking up. Like I had, my teammate was Stefan Merriman and Matty Phillips, and back then Matty Phillips was the man. He was pushing Toby Price. You don't have to even say anything about Stefan Merriman. All the stuff he's achieved, he's unreal, and it was so good working with them two boys, pushing each other and kept getting better and better, and it ended up helping me a lot on the bike, and especially with the 4 days. My first 4 day was in 2012 with Ballards there, and it was a bit of a home track advantage to myself. To go win that in front of my family and friends was a massive achievement for myself.
Is this just cold water there?
What's that?
Is it cold?
I think it's, what is it, 13 degrees? Is that what it is? Normally I get up, have some breakfast and sit back, watch a little bit of TV, and then I either go down to the gym, which is MAD Performance Gym, and I work with Joe Stevens down there. He works me pretty hard. If we've got a race, I try not to do too much on the bike before. I just do enough that I feel good and then go to the race. But if there's no race, then it's pretty much try to ride at least 3 days through the week, bust out the motos or sprints or whatever we got to do, and then normally, yeah, jump on a road cycle or a mountain bike and go bust some Ks out. I think the first time I really got to meet Dakar was at the ADB Awards. We went there and I was like, well, this guy's pretty badass. Like, it's Dakar, he runs off the motocross team. They've got the big semi and that, and I thought that was pretty cool. And he come up and he was into me straight away. He's like, what are you doing running around like a chicken wing kind of thing? Like my arms were pointing at the ground. And we worked a lot on technique over, I think it was the 2013 off season, and got that better. And I guess that's one of them things that I'm hungry and I just want to go fast. And once you know that you know how to ride smooth, I guess it's just one of them things you end up just going out there and you don't even think about it, you just do it. So far in my career, I've won, I think, 4 Victorian off-road championships. I've won 3 4 days now. I've won 1 Australian AORC outright and won 2 E1 championships. So my career in Australia has gone unreal so far, and I think it's time for me to move on and do bigger and better things. My plans next year is hopefully get to America and go race some GNCCs. You know, it's something I've always wanted to do. In America, the money, you know, it's going well with our sport, and especially, yeah, if you can be at the top of the game and let everyone know how strong the Australian off-road scene is, and also, you know, the motocross boys. Like Chad Reed's proved that pretty much, how strong us Aussie guys are, coming from down under and holding her on. You know, off-road, it's one of them things, you've got to be pretty much up the pointy end to be making a good living out of it. And yeah, with how motorbikes is going in Australia, you know, there was a few years there that it died pretty hard, and it was a struggle for everyone. But you know, it seems to be coming back up, and the support that Yamaha are putting into myself and their riders is just, you know, ridiculous. I think it's definitely one of the best companies to work for. I've had so much fun in the past few years working with Yamaha, and it's like a big family kind of thing. So we've all been working so well, and it's helping me get my results that I've got. It's just one of them things. It's a hit and miss. If you can get up that pointy end and make a living out of it, it's definitely something you want to do.